Hi, Pink Ladies. Happy Sunday. I decided to go ahead and do an episode today. I know I just did one Thursday, but I decided to go ahead and do it today since we had gone to church and I'm already somewhat kind of dressed up and in my style of dressing up and had the makeup on. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the song first. And I really like this one because it's a collaboration between Evanescence and Creed. And they both have really great music. Gosh, I remember way back in the day when Creed came out too with Human Clay and all that. I had the CDs for that too. But I think it's a really good collaboration because Evanescence, Amy Lee, as well as lead singer for Creed, have just like these really unique voices. So when you get the two together, it really has this amazing sound. And I ran across it on YouTube the other day. So I thought, well, for my next episode, I'm going to go ahead and start with that song. And then we'll get ready for the episode. So I'm going to go ahead and push play. And then we'll get to the Pink Lady Speaks Her Mind and getting to talk about some things today. So here we go. I'm wide awake, breathing in what time won't take. Shadows dance where light has died, but I still hear your voice inside. Beyond the thing that is walking through these fault lines. Faith was fragile, built on sin, but you reached out, took my hand. In the lightning I see your face. Every shadow finds its place. Under the storm we rise again, falling down but we won't bend. Every sky has made us strong. We were lost but now belong. Every wound I try to hide looms again when dreams collide. Still I stand beneath the pain. Every loss became my flame. I won't fade into the past. This time my faith will last. Under the storm we rise again. Every wound becomes the wind. Hear thunder, hear our cry. We're alive, but I won't run. I am not what I was. I've become. Lift me higher through the rain. Wash my soul, remove the pain. Under the storm we rise again. Every tear, holy amen. Through I just really like that song. So, I just happened to run across it the other day, and I'm big into music. Any kind of music. I mean, I love everything. I mean, from 90s alternative rock to modern, some of them modern alternative rock, Christian collaborations, country. I mean, you name it. If it's good and it speaks to me, I like it. If it anything to do with music, I like it. Um, so anyway, I hope everyone's having a really happy Sunday. I think we've had a pretty decent, really good Sunday, and been talking to my brother some and messaging him. So right at this time, they're still waiting to get my dad into Rogers Health and Rehab nursing facility. So we're still dealing with a lot of that back and forth, but hopefully all that's going to get straightened out and he's going to get in a permanent place soon so we can start working on getting him feeling better. So in getting his medications right for the dementia. And it's all still very hard for me, all still very new because it's my dad. Y'all know from the last episode where things got pretty emotional, but I got a lot of that out and I'm feeling a little better and more hopeful as I move forward. And of course, I've been praying about it, and I've got a great husband and son and some really good friends around me. So, couldn't ask for anything any better as far as that. So, let me get adjusted here. I decided to be upstairs in the bedroom today. So, just kind of quiet and peaceful. And Gabe is still here, so they're in the living room watching TV or movie, or I'm not sure exactly what they're watching, but they're downstairs. So I didn't really want to be in my jewelry room, so I just came up here to do this today. So, and then this afternoon, me and Sean's got plans to go to Heber, and I got to go by Bold. And of course, I've mentioned that in several episodes. I have my medical card, so I've got to go by Bold and get my medicine today, my good gummies. So then I got to go and get groceries. And also, we were going to go by Dollar Tree. My husband was on a fire last night. He's a lieutenant volunteer firefighter for the Joy Fire Department in our area. And Floyd was paged out. Then they ended up paging Joy because we're just right up the road from Floyd. And so I feel so terrible. This little sweet little 73-year-old woman lost her entire home last night. And there's a cry out in the community to help her. So I've been kind of going through the house. I'm off tomorrow. Another reason I want to do the episode today, because tomorrow I've really got a lot to do. I was going to go through the house and start looking for some things to donate to her, as well as I still got to get some of the Christmas stuff down and packed away for the year, and just other household stuff that's kind of gotten thrown to the back burner through the holidays and everything going on, and then stuff going on with my dad. So but anyway, so they went out to the fire last night. Both departments tried to put it out, but it was a trailer home that had been built onto, and then it had like these big columns, and they had kind of a homemade, like a built roof overhang over it too. And it just, they, as much as they tried, the whole thing just burned. And I feel so terrible for this lady. They got her out and one of her pets, but she did lose a pet too. And I know how that would hurt me. I've lost pets, they're like family. And I can't even imagine losing one of my babies. It's going to hurt me when the next one passes away from old age or something. It's just going to kill me because they're like your kids, you know. So, my heart and my prayers are going out to her. And So we're looking at trying to get some stuff together for her. So I wanted to go to Dollar Tree. Um, I had a calling and a weight on my heart today. So instead of giving an offering at church today, then what I would normally give for an offering, I'm going to go to Dollar Tree and get her some things, some essentials and things that she has lost, some dish towels, some different things like that, because I know that will be greatly appreciated when she's able to get moved into a new place to live. I can't even imagine, even fathom losing everything I own. I just could not imagine that. And like I said, my heart goes out to her. I'm always like that when someone's in need like that, because I feel like, what if that was me? What if I was in their shoes and I had lost everything that I had, everything that I knew? I mean, it just, I just can't, like I said, I can't even imagine it. So I want to help her a little bit if I can. And I know this is a tight knit community around here. Both Floyd and both Romance, which is in the Joy Township of Joy. I think people around here will really come together and give and help this woman. And I plan to do that as well as my husband. We plan to try to help with that. He started a food pantry at the fire station where he volunteers. So I'm sure once we get our next sponsorship truckload of food, we get our pantry a little bit more replenished, I would like to give her some groceries too. I know that'll be greatly appreciated as she tries to get back on her feet and get into a new place to live and just start rebuilding. It's going to be hard. I know. I like I said, I can't even imagine losing everything, let alone even one of your pets, your babies. So if y'all would just say some unspoken prayers for her. I really don't, being YouTube and being that this is a broadcast, I really didn't want to give her name, but she's a sweet little lady, and y'all just say prayers for the woman who lost her home in Floyd, Arkansas. So just say some prayers for her that she can get back up on her feet, and that everybody will come together to donate to this woman and give her the things that she needs moving forward. So that will be great. So I'm trying to think what all else I wanted to talk about, but I knew I wanted to bring some things to y'all and do that. This week going forward, after I did get pretty emotional and got some emotions out Thursday, I've really honestly had a better week. I really needed that to just kind of get a lot of that out, and now I've kind of felt better moving forward. An acceptance, I think, and getting the emotions out, and an acceptance of what's going on with my dad, and that it's really happening, and I've got to accept it. It was just hard. Sorry, my dog, she's distracting me. Hers giving mommy kisses on her hand, aren't you, Bella? But anyway, it's been a good day, or a good day. It has been a good day, but it's been a much better rest of the week, and I've gotten some jewelry made. So I've got a lot of new jewelry posted on my Gypsy Wagon page. So y'all check that on Facebook. It's called the Gypsy Wagon, and you'll see my picture, and I'm affiliated with that page. It's a page I created to sell my jewelry. So, and then one of my good friends, she's wanting to buy a pair of my earrings that I just made. I kind of figured when I posted it, I'm like, I think these are kind of her style, and I was just waiting for her to say something, and yeah, she wants them. So, but I mean, and that's what I love. I love creating. I love making jewelry. Like, I made this one for me, and it's got an amber pendant that my husband had given me. So, but I just really enjoy it, and I love it, and I get tickled pink when I make just the right thing that somebody is just like, I love it, I've got to have it, and that just makes you feel really good. And knowing that something that you created, and no two pieces of my jewelry are alike. I mean, everything's always going to be different because I like to get creative with it, and I like to make new things and come up with new things and new ideas and just be creative. And um, so it always just makes my heart happy when someone will come out and say, "Hey, I just love those. I got to have them," or "I want those." It's like, sold, they're yours, you know. So, it's nice. I enjoy making and selling jewelry as well as making jewelry and wearing it. So, it's a creative outlet for me, and it's a relaxing calm for me. It's a good way for me to just focus on doing that and being creative. And when you've got issues like anxiety and different disorders like that, as well as I have some OCD tendencies, I get some seasonal depression, and especially wintertime. I mean, that's when it kind of gets bad for me, but we've had some good weather days in there too. So if I can get out and get some sun, and I find that when I do start getting in the dumps a little bit, if I listen to music, especially like what I played for you guys today, that just music just speaks to my soul and kind of lifts me up, and then I can sit back there and make jewelry in my jewelry room and just get as creative as I want and just lose myself in it, let myself go, and it helps. So if there's any of y'all that suffer from a lot of that stuff as far as anxiety, seasonal depression, OCD, it helps. I mean, even with my chronic pain and stuff that I go through with my back and those issues, if I can stay busy like that and just have fun doing something that I enjoy, it helps with that too. It does help with your pain. Like I've noticed, like if I just kind of get focused on something else, it helps. So just thought I would pass that on to a lot of you other ladies out there, that it's so important to have those hobbies and that creativity, whether it's making jewelry or crocheting or any kind of thing like that, art and drawing, or even writing poetry or journaling is so good for you. And I highly recommend hobbies like that. And it's a lot of fun. It's very rewarding, and it's just fun, like I said, when you make something and then somebody's just like, "Oh, I love that. Gotta have it." It's like, okay, sold. I'll meet up with you sometime and we'll settle up. And so, but anyway, yeah, it's been a good day and a good Sunday. We had a good church service today and got some good hugs from some of my favorite ladies there at church that are just the sweetest people and just great Christian ladies. And I really just had a good time at church today. The only thing was near the end, excuse me, my back started acting up really bad, like my lower back that runs across back here. That's where I have the lumbago really bad. And then my sciatica kicked in and decided to join the party. Yeah. So I started hurting on my right side and down my leg, and my right leg was getting kind of restless, or it'd be like kind of like a little nerve, and my foot, I'd go for a minute trying to get my foot acting right. But I'll tell you, it's crazy sometimes. I mean, when you're living with lumbago and sciatica and then all these other little uh, mental issues with anxiety, and then dealing with type 2 diabetes that I have to do. But I mean, I know that there's things that with having my diabetes that make me tired, because I've been kind of fatigued today. Um, Not sure why I'm so tired, but it's just, I just feel so drained today. And I don't know if that's the chronic pain, diabetes, are they working together? I don't know. Um, there's another thing that it could be, and that's the fact that I'm empathic. I've talked about this on other episodes, so I absorb a lot of what's around me as far as energies and emotions, feelings. And my husband, bless his heart, he was working on that fire late last night. I mean, I think it started at like 9 o'clock, and it took them forever to get all that put out. And as I can understand, Floyd department had to go back out today because it started back up again. I guess some of the rubble caught back on fire, and it's been so dry. Um, but he didn't get home till like 12:30. Then of course he's going to take a shower. I mean, he had all his turnouts and the smoke, and so he did that, and he said he didn't lay down and get comfortable until about 1:30 this morning. And we've got kind of a little twin, like a guest bed set up in our pod room. And it's for situations like that, or if one of us gets sick or something and we need to kind of be by ourselves when we're not feeling good, or just whatever. But he decided to stay down there I guess it would have been early this morning, not really last night. But he didn't want to wake me up or Gabe up. Our bedrooms are upstairs. Gabe is down the hall, and then our bedroom's at the end of the hall. So he really didn't want to disturb us, and he knew it was going to take him a little while to get comfortable and get settled in and sleep. So I missed him last night. I had the pillows all arranged because I missed him being there, but he was messaging me kind of throughout when he had time to do that, and sending pictures of what they were doing and the fire. Oh my goodness, the devastation of it was just awful. But I knew he was safe, and I knew everything was in good hands, and I knew he would be home when he would get home. So I just let myself go on and go to sleep. Of course, I take my gummy at night for my chronic pain issues as well as my anxiety issues and that. So I always sleep really good. So once I was out, I was just out last night. So I don't know how many of y'all are like that, but I'll tell you, I take that and I rest so good and have some crazy dreams, but I love dreaming, and my dreams are so vivid at night. I don't know if anybody else experiences that or not, just having really amazing dreams or crazy dreams, and they're really vivid, but I do. So, but anyway, back to being empathic. A lot of times I absorb a lot of the energies and feelings around me from others, especially those that are very close to me, like my husband. And I think I'm feeling some of his exhaustion today, honestly, on top of my own issues with my back and things like that. But I think that I'm absorbing some of his exhaustion today. But we're all at home, resting after church and lunch with my mother-in-law. We went and ate at a little diner called Grumpy's after church. So we all have full bellies, and we're all home relaxing. And then, like I said, when my stepson Gabe goes home, then Sean and I are running up to Heber later this afternoon, early evening. And so we've got some things to do up there today. But I thought I'd get on here and talk to my pink ladies, and hopefully you all have had a really good rest of your week and a good weekend. And like I said, ours was pretty good, not too shabby. And I forgot to say, because we had New Year's was Thursday, New Year's Day. When did I do that program? That might have been Tuesday. Never mind. Yeah. I did the episode Tuesday, so I am so sorry about that. I told y'all Thursday, but we did that Tuesday. So, and then we had New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and everything. I'll tell you, the holidays, when they roll around like that and they're in the middle of the week, my whole mentality, I can't even remember what day it is. I knew today was Sunday, But anyway, so since I didn't get to tell y'all and it wasn't New Year's yet on Tuesday, I can tell y'all now, Happy New Year. So hopefully as we go into 2026, I hope that everybody has a good year and a better year than yesterday. A better year than last year. Ah, I get tongue tied sometimes, so but anyway, Happy New Year, and I hope everybody does have a really good New Year. So I plan to, hopefully, but you never know what life has to throw at you sometimes, and it can drag you down and it can be bad sometimes, but I'm hoping there's going to be more up and happiness than down. So, but I try to stay positive. I try to spread love where I go and kindness. I would want to treat others the way I would want to be treated. It's not always easy, and I know, like a lot of us, I'm gonna raise my hand too, because I know in traffic sometimes or dealing with people on the road, I know I'm like, "Grr." I think we all get that way. We get kind of, we can all turn into Dobermans a little when we're driving. I'll try not to get too annoyed with people and try to stay happy and positive. So, but anyway. Bill likes to go riding in the car, don't you? Yeah. So, but anyway, oh, and I went to do my star nails yesterday, and I got to do my pedicure because my husband had got me 2 gift cards. Well, I was gonna get the facial. I was gonna get the spa pedicure and then the facial. But apparently she doesn't do facials anymore. Or her people, they don't do the facials there anymore. But oh my goodness, that spa pedicure was the best. He did an amazing job, and I could just lay back and relax, and it was amazing. Got the pretty glittery pink toenail polish on, so I feel like my feet are pretty again. But I kind of posted on Facebook, and I thought, sometimes, and they are so nice in there. Don't get me wrong; they're all really nice, and he did a really good job. But when they get to talking Chinese and everything, and I don't understand what they're saying, but they're talking Chinese and they're laughing, and I'm thinking, yeah, he's saying, man, she's got some big old ugly feet. But anyway, but he did a good job. So, and my feet turned out looking prettier than when I walked in there. So, like I said, I got the glittery pink toenail polish. I feel like Galinda, whatever from Wicked with the glittery pink toenail polish. And I got that color because last night I had some really pretty, those fake, that you glue on pretty nails. They always work pretty good for me, and I like them, and they're reasonably priced. So I put these on last night, and they've got kind of a pinky kind of hue to them. If I can get Bella to quit licking me, so I can put them up like that. I don't know. There we go. But I like them. So I was thinking about that yesterday when he asked me what color I wanted, so I chose the glittery pink. So it's a little bit of a darker pink with glitter, but that's okay. It's still pink. So and my brakes started rubbing together a lot more. It was just one of those things. We kind of been listening to them, and my brakes are getting bad. I'm still able to drive. Like, we took that one to church today, and my husband was just kind of easy on the brakes, and they actually weren't making that rubbing sound today. But my new brake pads, front and rear, come in tomorrow in the mail. I've been watching the tracking on it and the shipping, and I'm like, I was hoping they were going to come yesterday, but they were in Little Rock yesterday. So they should be delivered tomorrow. So, but my husband works all week. He works Monday through Thursday and he works 10-hour days. He's exhausted when he gets home. So, he's off Friday. And even though he's going to have like the food pantry at Station 1 open, he's going to take my vehicle and I'm going to take his ride to work so I can go to work Friday. And he's going to put my brake pads on front and rear. He's got a lot of tools, personal tools, as well as other tools at the fire station. So he's going to pull it in there and do all my brakes while he's waiting to see if anybody drops off any food donations and that. But I think we've kind of decided we're going to start doing it one Saturday a month. Just seems better. I think more people would be able to bring donations, as well as people that need food are more likely to be able to come on Saturday. So I think we're going to change that starting in February. But so I don't know how many. I know there's probably a lot of locals that listen, and some of my friends that listen, and that, or people that I know that listen. So, but I know that some of y'all are not from around here. You're not from Arkansas or anything. So, but come through if you're not. It's a great place to visit. And in the summer, spring and summer, there's always lots to do. I mean, we are the natural state for a reason. We've got so many creeks and rivers and lakes that are just so much fun, and there's so much you can do around here. I mean, there's just so much hiking and different stuff you can do, and just really pretty places to go. Lots of good shopping and different stuff too. So yeah, if you're not from Arkansas, come give us a visit. Hopefully most people you run into will be as nice as me, right? But anyway, but seriously though, I hope that y'all have all had a great weekend. And like I said, ours was really nice. I really enjoyed it and just enjoyed good family time this weekend. And like I said, get it right this time. When I talked to y'all Tuesday and got all those emotions out, it really helped me a lot. So, and like I said, I've been able to kind of accept my dad's diagnosis better. It's still hard, but it's like you're almost shocked at first. No, not my dad, shock, denial. And with Christmas going on and my birthday and different stuff, like I said, I stuffed a lot of that down and just didn't deal with it. And so talking to you guys out there Tuesday really helped me a lot to get a lot of that out and just finally get to a realization of accepting what's happening with my dad and just trying to move forward from this, and just the best way I can, and I'm going to be okay. Number one, I've got God. And number two, I've got a lot of my husband, family, friends around me, a lot of love and support. And of course, me and my brother, we need support from each other right now with all this going on with my dad. So I've been talking to my brother more too, and messaging him, checking in, seeing how he's doing. So, and he's kind of keeping me in the loop, letting me know what's going on moving forward with where my dad's going and all that. So hopefully moving forward we'll do okay. So, but I'm trying to think what else I wanted to talk about today. I usually read stuff from our Pink Ladies Club, but I'm actually using my phone today. I was trying to think. I might have left my tablet downstairs, so I won't read to you guys what's on there right now, but I do have a lot of good memes and quotes and things, inspirational stuff that I do try to add to our Pink Ladies Club every day. I'm a scroller and everything, so if you just get on Facebook and go to the Pink Ladies Club, you can join or become a member. That's fine. And then I always post, like I said, different inspirational stuff that kind of help get us through our day, make us feel good, just different things like that. Recipes, different stuff like that. just stuff for us ladies, that we can relate to in that. And just that's kind of my goal, is getting more ladies involved with like this sisterhood and reaching out and helping each other instead of the meanness, gossip, the tearing each other down, all that kind of negativity and negative stuff. I just want to see that eliminated. And I want to see us as women, mature, nice women, come together and build each other up and help each other, like I said, instead of tearing down. I want to see those walls come down and that division come down, and this whole notion of social status and who has this, who doesn't have that. It doesn't matter. We should all be building each other up, helping each other to succeed. And not only that, we as women, we have so many issues. I mean, I know I'm not the only one that's got anxiety and OCD and trust issues, seasonal depression, type 2 diabetes. Some people out there even have the more serious type 1 diabetes. We all have these health issues, chronic pain. Mine happens to be my back and having lumbago and sciatica. People might be struggling with MS or different things going on, and we can talk about those things or reach out to each other as women. And that's what I'd like to see happen. Or with me just talking about personal stuff in my life, I'm hoping that other women may relate to that. So, but anyway, that's kind of my goal. And y'all can always reach out and message me. I'm Crystal Renee Vines on Facebook. And that's Crystal with a K. And then my middle is Renee. You'll see that. And then Vines, V as in Victor, INES. And I'm always around. I usually have my phone. It may take me a minute to message you back, but if you message me, I will reply. And I think that's so important not to be ignored. And I won't ignore you. If I'm busy, it may take a minute, but I will respond. So, and I appreciate and love each and every one of you guys. And I hope that y'all have a really wonderful, amazing week. And I'm so glad that y'all stop by and you listen or you follow and like my videos. It means the world to me. I want to see this a better place and a better world. I love you guys. God bless and have a great day. Bye.